What's going on YouTube? This is AtomicKev Collectibles coming back at you guys with another unboxing and figure review. This time we got something super cool, something that I actually wasn't anticipating of getting in, but happy to get one and super lucky to get one, I might add. We have today the San Diego Comic-Con 2025 Super 7 pop-up store exclusive comic book Super Kaiju Godzilla in paint variant. Super excited to get into this one, so let's just dive right into it. But first, quick channel shout out. So I am super thankful to everybody. We hit a huge milestone on the channel. We are at 300 subscribers, guys. I am absolutely blown away, and I can't express my gratitude enough that 300 of you guys find this channel entertaining enough to want to subscribe and keep up to date. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. Now back to the show. Alrighty, enough with that. Holy Santa Claus shit. This box and this figure is so awesome. I was super conflicted because I didn't know if I wanted to open it or not. I wanted to keep it minty fresh, but I'm going to unbox it for you guys on the channel. Like, I just can't. So, let me go ahead and carefully remove the tape. And slide her out of her bag. Oh my gosh, guys. This is so freaking cool. Okay, let's go over the box really quick. Man, the front of this box is absolutely gorgeous. So I don't know if the camera, oh, it is picking it up. So the front of the box here is going to feature this metallic Godzilla King of the Monsters logo that is seen in the comic books that they released back then. Also, you're going to see that nice and metallic sheen here in the Super Kaiju logo. Then you get a nice depiction of what the comic book Godzilla looks like with the blood dripping out of his mouth. Nice green coloring, and from what I can see, this design is based off of the Heisei 89 Godzilla. Also, duh, right here, it says Godzilla 89 comic book version. Really, really cool. Here's another side of the box, guys. You're going to get Godzilla 89 comic version here. Super Kaiju. You're going to have a broken in cement cut out here for the window so you can see the figure. Then you're going to have all this blood dripping down out of the cracks of the cement. Oh man, look at that. And big Japanese lettering right there. You're going to get Gojira Super Kaiju, and that's all going to be reflective there. And then it's going to have the blood spewing out of the cement cracks there. Whoa! The back of the box is going to be killer. Get it right? Because Godzilla's killing a bunch of humans. Never mind. Bad joke. Anyway, you're going to get him doing his sound effect here from the comic in his and him breaking through the San Francisco Bridge as shown in the comic. Godzilla King of the Monsters logo down there, and it's going to depict Godzilla here. Really cool painting and artistry. Look at that. And last but not least, you're going to get the classic hanger here. Super 7 Godzilla Gojira there in metallics. Alrighty guys, I'm going to do this right today. So we're going to unbox this on the channel and you're going to unbox it with me. So it is going to be a little bit of a lengthier video, so I apologize in advance. So while I'm cracking this open, quick story time. So if you don't know, the only way to get this figure, this beautiful hunk of plastic here in front of me, is that you had to go to San Diego for Comic-Con. You necessarily didn't have to get into the actual event. Super 7 went ahead and changed their San Diego location in celebration of Comic-Con, but that's where you had to get it. You had to go during that time to get this and at the Super 7 store. You couldn't just order it online and bada bing, bada boom. You couldn't just order it like that. But super excited that I found one for a really reasonable price. So I saw on the aftermarket that these guys were going for around the $60 to $100 mark actually, and I got extremely lucky again and found this guy for $50. And you know, retail these guys probably went for around $21 to $30. I don't know, I wasn't there, but to find one for $50, just a quick little $30 or even $20 markup, I was like, not only yeah, but hell yeah, let's do it. I'll just pull the trigger, and I'm super happy to have him in here. Let me finish just cutting away everything here. Oh, there we go. There it is, guys. Again, I'm trying to do this all in one take without messing up. It's extremely hard. If you're a YouTuber, you know. Oh, look at that. We're in, guys. We're in. Let's remove the plastic. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me do a quick cut, and we'll go ahead and get you guys at a different angle. Here he is, guys, in his plastic coffin. Quick side note, I had to bust out an old tripod that I don't use anymore just to get this shot, so interesting fact there. But there is the figure, and there is the accessory there. Man, Super 7, why do you got to do this to me, man? Why did you have to do that? I'm trying to preserve him later. Oh, okay, nice. Okay, so it's not a twist on. Nice, that's super helpful. Let's see, can I feed this through the hole? Can I get her through the hole? Yes, I can. Oh, baby. And that makes it super easy to preserve later. Oh, there he is. His fastener is undone. And there he is. Ooh. All right, let's pop this thing out. Hopefully I don't ruin the box. Quick little ASMR for you guys. All right, there we go. Whew. All right, so we'll start off with the little add-on piece. Head over there, Goji. There is the broken building that you can go ahead and place anywhere around the figure and the display. So the actual building itself looks like you're going to get this cemented looking like rubble on the top. You get nicely sculpted windows here and architecture within the building. It is hollow, something to note. And it's made out of a very hard plastic here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this off to the side, and then let's go ahead and take a look at Super 7's comic book Goji. Ooh. Ooh, that's one stiff tail. Whoa. Look at that thing. Poke, poke, poke. Now, is this articulable? Oh, it's a rubber. As you can tell, guys, I know nothing about about this figure, but it looks like it is a bendable rubber. Look at that. Watch me just break my figure on camera. No, it is bendable. Look at that, guys. Wow. That's really cool. But it's okay. We're going to go ahead and make his tail stiff as fuck. Yeah. Who doesn't want a stiff Goji tail? It looks like it is articulated. So we'll go over articulation in a second. But now that it's out of the box, before I get too carried away, man, I'm just gushing and glazing this figure up. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. Wow, it feels so weird to be filming with this tripod again. Good times. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a closer look here of the figure. We'll start off with the profile here. Super nice. I think the mouth is... Oh, it is articulated. Okay, so the mouth is articulated. You're going to get nicely sculpted bloody teeth and tongue in there. Is the tongue articulated? No. Oh, wait, maybe. No, the tongue is not articulated. Sorry for the weird cut. Try as I might, the tongue is not articulated. I can confirm. I tried getting my nail in there and holding the jaw, and it does not articulate. One thing to note, it looks like the mouth or the jaw is very loose. It doesn't take a lot of pressure to open that. And then once it opens, it's a little bit floppy, but that's okay. I kind of like it with the closed mouth. Anyway, portrait, as I mentioned before, it does resemble the 89 Goji here. You do get a nice paint job. Let me go ahead and zoom in there. You do get a nice paint job on the eyes. It's going to feature a nice yellowish paint job with red irises. You are going to get blood coming out of Goji's nose there, and it's dripping all over his mouth, similar to the comics. Moving on to the side profile here, you're going to get nice skin texture along the figure here. I'm actually really impressed with the quality of this figure for a $20 to $30 figure. You do get nice skin texture here on the sides of his body and arms. Great muscle definition textures. And then you also get nice hand textures here as well. Like, look at these things. These are fantastic. Get nice skin texture, bone work in the hands and claws there. Front of Goji is going to have nice iconic suit lines here for his chest. You're going to get nice bumpy skin texture there as iconic to the 89 suit, 91 suit. You're also going to get nice skin texture on his juicy thighs there, and his kneecaps are going to be nicely sculpted. Also taking a look at his feet, nice bone texture and definition, along with painted yellowish claws here. Really nicely done. Dorsal plate time. So dorsal plate is going to feature nice texture here. As you can see, there's nice ridge and line work that is done on the sides of Goji's dorsal plates. They are nicely sculpted and they are shaped to that of the Heisei suit. And it's gonna feature on the outsides of these a nice lighter green paint job, and then it transitions into a darker paint job there. Let me get a closer look for you. There you go. As you can see, it is a lighter green towards the outside of the dorsal plates and a darker green as you hit more towards the center. And that paint job is going to be featured all the way down Goji's tail, which we'll get to in a second. Oh, man. Goji looks like he took a Viagra, guys, and his tail is just stuck like that. All right, I'll stop. I'll stop being dumb. Anyway, you get nice dorsal plates here on his tail, and it is going to be featured. You get multiple rows of the dorsal plates here. As I mentioned before, it is movable and it is positionable. It is pretty stiff, so it is limited, and it's limited in its range of motion. You also get segmented tail work here on the bottom of his tail, which is really nice. Looks like, again, to compensate for the rubber, you do have these little rubber holes as iconic to the old... It reminds me of an old 90s toy, actually, that used to get at Toys R Us. The bendable ones that had the holes. That's what it reminds me of. Right on, now that paint and detail are covered, let's dive into articulation. We'll start off with the head, and I'm doing this for the first time. Looks like you get a rotational head there. And it does look like it can do a full 360, but I'm not going to do that. You do get a hinged jaw here, so that's pretty cool. As for the hands, looks like you do get a... I don't know what this is called, but you do get movement here. You can position the arms up as so. You also get a bend here at the elbow. So you can go ahead and make him do kind of like a kung fu, about to do like the swan from Karate Kid. You also get a rotational joint here at the forearm. As you can see, I'm rotating that. So I'm going to go ahead and pose him. Again, like he's going to do the flying crane or something. Also, you do get a swivel here at the thigh. And that's going to be present on both legs here of Comic Book Goji. You also get a nice rotation at the thighs. So again, you can... I'm actually really impressed with the range of movement on this figure. Honestly. Let's go ahead and put your arms down, little dude. You do get a bend here at the kneecap. So you could push it all the way back like he's about to go in for a soccer kick there. Kick the winning goal. Then you also get a nice rotation here at the foot. So again, you can position that and do what you want with it. Honestly, really cool articulated figure. I'm very impressed with this thing for, I don't want to call it cheap, but a very cost-effective figure. Oh, and then going back to the tail. Again, if you haven't seen before, this tail is positionable, so it doesn't stay stiff, but you can bend it into certain positions. Oh, and it does have a, look, it does have a rotation here. Cool. Again, I don't want to push this figure too much. Again, I would hate to break this thing. So that is going to do it for articulation. I'm having too much fun with this articulation, guys. Now that I have two articulated figures, this is pretty fun, actually. Here's another pose. Another great pose. Look, guys, it's okay. They made up. Goji hug. Sorry, guys. Got a little carried away there. Now that we got paint, detail, and articulation out of the way, let's go over some side-by-side comparisons. Movie Monster series. Movie Monster again. YMSF. Haya Exquisite. Band Presto Enshrined. X Plus Defareal. Sunguts Sufubi. Gigabrain, M1 Sifubi, Marmot Howler, X Plus 25 centimeter series, X Plus 30 centimeter series, CCP Middle Series, Omega Eggmon, Mini Eggmon, Finger Puppet. Final thoughts on this guy. I am in love with this figure, guys. Honestly, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was. Now, this is my first Super 7 figure, and honestly, I am very impressed with the quality of figure and articulated figure that they produce. Now, going into this completely blind, I absolutely just love the paint job on this guy. I think it's a very unique take on Godzilla, and it's really cool that they did it after the comic book version of him, which is really cool, or one of the original comics of him. And honestly, if you're a fan of 89, if you're a fan of that Godzilla book, or that comic book, or you just overall like this design of Goji, I think this is a figure for you. Super cost effective, and if you can find it for a really good price, I would highly recommend picking one of these guys up while supplies last. And it's a rare figure, so if you're into rare figures that are exclusives, this will make an excellent addition to your collection. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you like what you saw, give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job and also helps out the channel. Comment below, is this something that you would have picked up? Is this something that you would pass on? Let me know. Also, be on the lookout. We are going to be pushing some more Godzilla content down your guys' way. So next is going to be Little Godzilla. So be on the lookout for that, Bandai Little Godzilla. And then we're going to go ahead and filming has started for the 30 centimeter congratulations celebratory 300 milestone. Again, appreciate you guys all for that. Really love each and every one of you, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.